Burning Rush is at level 4 now. Rod Typhoon's still at level 1. And as expected, Whip Smack is at level 5. Now I don't think there's anything else over here, is there? No, there's not. If you remember earlier on, when I was going towards that save point, there was a guy in the background. I don't know if anyone saw it. I don't know how they can't see him. Look. How could they not see him from where they were? Just casually walk over and pick him up. My TV was about to turn itself off. If I remember rightly, this item is not even very good. I could be mistaken, but I recall there being a big hype about an item at some point. Like in-game, they're hyping up an item, and you get the item and it's absolutely rubbish compared to what they're suggesting it is. I don't mean like hilariously bad in comparison, but as if it expected you to get it earlier than you actually did. That type of bad. Okay, no, it's not as bad as I thought it was. Let's give that to Rose. It must be a different item that I'm thinking of. I'm going back to save before I go across there. Is there something to the left there? It just occurred to me, I don't think I've ever gone that way, or even tried to go that way. There might be something there. I'll have a look on my way back after I've saved. See. Yeah, you're right. Actually, I want to say it depends. One of them, you can wait until later on, if I'm remembering rightly. You don't have to fight it straight away. You can wait until later on and go back to get it to fight it. No, there's nothing there. It's 4:24 here. So that means you're an hour ahead of me, so you're probably in France or Germany. Boss fight! Yes, we've just finished the boss fight as well. Sweden, okay. Yes, I am, England. Now again, because it's a boss battle and I was having trouble with the barrage, I'm going to be attacking with Rose, despite the fact that she's got already a max level edition, that is.
Whip smack! Yes! Burning rush!
I get a lot of Canadian viewers. I don't know what it is. For some reason I get quite a few Canadian viewers.
Whip smack! Yes! Burning rush!
Welcome back, Mac. Whoops, I completely mistimed the button press there. Summoning those two little flame balls now, isn't it? Or four little flame balls. Yeah, this boss is definitely not as hard as the barrage.
Whip smack!
Well, I start streaming at 1 AM my time. At least this week I've been starting at 1 AM my time. The reason being is because I'm on the late shift at work this week, and next week and the week after. So the earliest I can start streaming is about that time.
Run, Typhoon!
Whip smack!
So we know that counts as a magic attack, because it gave Rose MP. I quite enjoy the late shift, to be honest, and welcome Rakoni Tenzere. I think I pronounced that right, or it might be Rakoni Tenzer. But either way, hello Rakoni.
Yes. Burning rush.
Pringles. Oh! If we're going to go back to our conversation about Pringles, I realised that I was missing the most obvious flavour, which is original, which is a red tube. That was supposed to be a pun, by the way, what the game did. You know, him saying that it was a hot fight. I believe he actually sells things here. I'm gonna sell some items. Because, like I keep saying, I don't tend to use these items. With the exception of the detonate rock, I'm going to sell them. Oh, and the attack ball. I'm keeping that as well. I don't think he sells anything particularly useful. Yeah. Dancing rays can be quite useful. Cheddar and pizza? Or did you mean cheddar and pizza? Okay, those flavors I've never heard of. Oh, please don't be oo parts. Good. I hate the oo parts because it kills off one of your characters with a guaranteed hit attack and then runs away. This is the only turn-based RPG that I'm aware of that you can manually change the camera angle, from this era at least. I know in Final Fantasy 13 series you can use the right analog stick to change the camera angle. You're right, I'm more of an edition guy, and I am fully aware that pellet is useful on the next boss. That will become apparent when I get to the next boss, for everyone watching. As you can see, this is called Nest of Dragon. Okay, have fun with whatever you're going to do, Kalen. You can turn the notes off, by the way, but I like to keep them on. Makes it easier to know where secret entrances and exits are. I might be streaming in an hour, but I can't make any guarantees. After this forest, I'm going to call it and end the stream for the day. So consider that everyone's notice. At the end of this forest is when I finish the stream. It's just a scene here, I don't have much to say. Hello, Mac Kills. Sorry, just getting comfortable again. This forest has enemies which can put up a physical attack barrier. That physical attack barrier is just as it says. It's a barrier for all physical attacks. It means that they cannot be hurt by additions. You can still pull off the addition, it will just do no damage to them. They're good enemies to level up your additions on because of that. One thing about these are the enemies that do the physical attack barrier. One thing about the layout of some of these areas, they're wrong, basically. Like in this area, you'll notice that I came from one end and I'm going to the other end, but later on it's apparent that somehow on the world map, the place I'm going to is the other side of it.
Yes.
I'm not sure if that quite makes sense. I'm not sure if I explained that as well as I could. When it gets to it, it won't be tonight. Like I said, after this forest, I'm going to stop streaming. but I'll point it out when it gets to it. And you do come back to this forest a bit later.
One typhoon! One typhoon!
This is simply to get one chest, which I can't even remember what's in it. I think this can put a magical attack barrier. No good angles. Damn it! Well, of it definitely needs healing. Stop casting spells! Oh, damn it! If it does a counter hit on the first hit, it's easy. It's when it's on the second hit, because it's so close to the first hit. It's just harder. It's not impossible. It's harder. Chainmail, that's what's in here. Now, I'm just trying to remember, without spoiling what the next boss is, I'm trying to remember if it's more efficient to get rid of the big target first or the small target. if I remember rightly, it's more efficient to get rid of the small target first. Or it's better to.
Yes. Burning rush.
This will probably put Dart into red, being that he's weak against water, and this is a water attack. Oh, maybe not. Didn't do as much damage as I thought it would. There we go.
One typhoon.
Oh, don't want to do that. Oh yeah, that enemy is called Run Fast. Worst monster name ever, in my opinion. Just called a Run Fast.